All right, all right. I'm gonna try and keep the volume down because Avery is over there doing sleeping thing. Avery, you up?
Mhm.
Oh, she's up. How you feeling?
Tired, but do what you want to do.
Okay. Do what I want to do. That's great. You always love to hear your girlfriend say, "Do what you want to do," unless it's a trap. Avery, was that a trap?
No, half asleep right now.
She's half asleep right now, which means that she's typically much meaner than she normally is. She'll yell at me in her sleep sometimes, very aggressively. Thank you. All right, so let's see. That was only a minute. All right, so we are about to move out of this place. I got the last of my stuff ready to be brought down. Um, yeah, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. I have this, like, I don't know. I feel like it should be the opposite, but in my 30s, all I can think about is getting rid of more and more stuff. We have a storage unit for CBC that, I can put some furniture stuff in there, but, anything in that storage unit is fair game to be put into a show. So, as long as it can do that, it can be in the storage unit. But for me personally, I'm just trying to have as little stuff as possible, and I feel like that's not what people do when they turn 30. I feel like it's more of like they want to solidify where they are and they want to keep building that, and I just want to get even further away from it. The only things that I'm really striving to do are all virtual. Yeah, yeah. Virtual work is not. It can be, like glamorous, and like you can do a lot of traveling, but you have to be like really, really willing to live in a way that is not typically um, condoned, I guess. Not condoned. I mean, like people live out of cars and stuff like that. But for me, I'm just, yeah, I thought it would be different, and I feel irresponsible by doing that. But anyway, life is fine. Life is fine, and I'm just looking forward to that move into what I don't care. I just want to be moving. I want to be moving, and I want to be moving things around, and I want to accomplish things because what else are we spending our time for? Yeah. Um, I feel like I'm doing exactly what I want to do with my life. The problem is that it's not big or important enough for it to actually, you know, make a substantial amount of money to the point where I'm not concerned about getting that number up. So, yeah, it's it's fine. Just need to figure it all out. Mm. Um, Heading back to New Hampshire though for the summer. Gonna probably spend 4 or 5 weeks there, which will be good. Um, might go somewhere else though too. I'm not sure. Got citywide auditions tomorrow for Austin. That's pretty cool. Hope to find some actors of a particular skill set um, before that happens. And yeah, um, going with Sean to Amarillo next week and next weekend, and then I'll be heading to Laurel, spend some time there, and then just my goal is to be back with my family by 4th of July weekend, and then after 4th of July weekend, just hang out, explore up there. Might trade in my car for a truck and then buy a trailer that I can tow. I think that's really what life is pushing me towards? Hmm. I have so much hair. It's like no matter what I do with it, I've always had crazy hair, but now I think this is the longest it's been for a while. It's a very full head of hair. I wonder when people are going to start watching this. Not that I really care all that much, but it would be nice to have people who you know, are talking to me about things, and I can kind of just shoot it with them. But until then, here I am, a man alone with just his thoughts. A man who wonders and asks. If I was doing this in high school, I'd be totally made fun of. Um, I don't know, like, okay, traveling. Yeah, I remember specifically when I was going to my university. Um, it was in New Hampshire, and I lived in one place, I worked in another place, and then I went to school in another place. So I had three places. And I remember every single time, every single day when I was at one of those places, all I could think about was, man, I can't wait to go to the next place. And it's when I get there, yeah, it's great for a few minutes, maybe an hour, and then it's like, this place is boring too. And so I'm just like the only place I really find that satisfaction is when I'm on the road on my way to some place. Um, and then once I get to that place, it's like, I need to leave soon, and that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Uh, so I think the answer is just to be on the road and constantly be going somewhere, and then as long as I can make some money online, shouldn't be an issue. Um, I have plans of making CBC self-sustaining, and it's weird because I don't know, like it all depends on who's doing the observations, but I feel like we're doing everything right, but we're just not standing out. We're like no matter what it is, like I think our theater is definitely standing out in Austin. I think we have a good rep. Um, but I also think that our animation stuff, while it's impressive, for some reason it's not catching. And I need to figure out why that is. It's a social media game. I'm not good at social media. I hate social media, but I've gotten really good, and or I've gotten much better, and I feel like we have been putting out good content. So I don't know what the answer is. The Everyone says you just gotta keep on keep on making stuff, uh, and then eventually it will all just something will happen, and then you'll be riding the gravy train, I guess. Hmm. Whatever. It works. It works fine enough. It's pretty interesting. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna. It interests me having to use a hair tie, so I might play around with this a little bit. Now I got a long beard that I have to tie up to. Um, yes, 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 yes. Silent moments are nothing to be afraid of. In fact, I think that's one of the big secrets of life is learning how to appreciate the silent moments. 'Cause some people can't handle it. I can. I mean, like, I don't. It's not that I don't like silent moments, but I don't like it. I don't like non-productive moments. Anyway, so I like being able to just stop talking and just s- whatever meditation. A lot of people do that. Same thing. Same thing. Just not meditation. Anyway, what else? All right, a little over 3 minutes to go. So, um, yeah, I mean, it feels weird because I'm not moving that far. I'm just going South Austin, which isn't. I guess it's kind of far from this place, but like it'll be closer to everything else. Yeah, I'll be moving down there. Just spend a week there, and then Amarillo to go see the Texas musical. That'll be fun. Uh, and then I do plan on coming back to Austin in August with a vengeance. We got an entire storage unit filled with stuff, very particular stuff, and I can't put more in there. And we have a very interesting concept as far as what kind of show we are, and we also have access to some pretty talented people. So I think between everything, I think it's always when you're put into a corner with whatever is you come out with some good work, and so I'm pretty excited for this upcoming season. Um, if you were around or if you know what Cards Against Humanity Christmas Carol was, it's going to be very similar. It's going to be good. I'm very excited for it. So, but I need to get away. I need to get away from Austin for a bit, and I need to feel like I'm on the road. And I feel like maybe I'm like convincing myself I need to go to New Hampshire. I mean, I do want to see my family. I need to get my car re-inspected, everything like that. So like I do need to, but at the same time, I am definitely romanticizing this. And I'm gonna be back there and be like, oh, boring again. And then I'm gonna want to leave. And so, but I need that break so that I can leave and then come back to Austin ready to kick some butt. Um, So yeah, that's what the summer is going to be used for. Is coming up with that. Is to flesh out all the details about the shows and still trying to sell things with CVC animation, trying to sell serious, trying to do a lot of things. So yeah. Uh, anyway, what? These videos are probably gonna make me look really stupid. Maybe they'll propel me to fame and fortune, or maybe I'm just gonna be that weird guy. Either way, I'm recording it. This is It's kind of weird because like I used to do this kind of free form thought and stuff on paper, and like my hands were going so much slower than my brain, so like I could only get so much down. And now it's just like I can talk and talk, and I can say a lot of things. And is it worth it? I don't know. But what I do know is that I'm saying a whole lot of stuff that I don't think about before I say it. And with that, I bid you all good night.